Welcome to Seven Trumpets Prep. I'm Lucas Cameron.
And I'm Kevin O'Brien.
And we want to welcome you to this edition of
Prepper Properties.
When you get two properties side by side. One's an 1800 1907 farmhouse that's been restored, and the other one's a newer home up on top of the hill. And combined total, they're about 18 acres. Lots of features. There's a barn with 220 wiring to it, and another barn, some outbuildings. All right, here we are going up the driveway to the house on the hill. Got a beautiful tree-lined driveway. This property also comes with a really unique cave. It's got it was mined by the ancient Indians for flint that they used for their arrowheads and their spears.
Now guys, it's a little bit breezy out here today, but I just wanted to show you this is the property that is adjacent to the property that Kevin is showing to you guys today, and it is a beautiful piece of land. So another great thing about this, you don't have to worry about, you know, it being butted up to some neighbors place that's not so nice, because the land around here is very nice and it's well upkept next door, so that's a great positive right there as well. And the pond across there is just magnificent.
All right, we're gonna walk around and show you the house. Yeah, the grounds outside. You got some beautiful views over here to your right. The neighbor next door. And the house right here, it's a brick house, newer metal roof, so you don't have to worry about the roof anytime soon. And it's got a two-car carport off here to the side. It's nicely landscaped. And all these trees with the white flowers are pear trees. So lots and lots of fruit trees. Got a carport over here. And we've got the dog house. Also could be converted to be used for chickens. Got the backyard here. Actually, we'll come over this way. Show you the backyard. So it's got a nice in-ground pool. With one upstairs for the bedroom up there. All right, so here we've got the duck house here, but you can also switch it over to chickens if you like. Plenty of room for more. Just as a side note, these red barns and buildings in the background are not part of the property. It goes down to the white electrical fence. All right, today, in addition to the house we've got on the hill, we've got this really unique cavern and cave system right here. It hasn't even fully been explored yet. There's actually, we've got some archaeologists and some some scientists and professors coming from a couple different universities across the U.S. within the next couple weeks to actually explore this and see how far it goes. But it's lots of neat stuff in here, as you're going to see in just a second. All right, well, come on in and take a look around. This is the first cabin we're heading into now, and I think you're going to like what you see.
Guys, I just want to share that with you right there. I think that's a phenomenal view right there, and that's the entrance coming down that Kevin just showed to you. We're not going to show you the entrance on this property, and that's for a couple different reasons. Number one is for personal OPSEC for the owners, because not only that, the people that would purchase this property, we want to make sure that that's secure for you because this is a rare gem. And secondly is because there's a lot of things that people could use this for the wrong reasons, and so for that reason we're going to just leave the entrance out. But as you can see, it's very easily accessible.
All right, we'll come down and take a look. We've got several different corridors we can take here. And there's several different rooms. And they're in the middle of trying to open more. Got a slight little tunnel off behind you. First room when you come in from the outside, and you can see, nice tall ceilings. There's some flowstone to your right there. It's really old, and they used to burn fires in here for warmth because it's year round. It's 52 degrees, so you can get cold. But you can see where there's a little bit of soot on some of the walls. Well, here we are. Talk about an underground cave.
This is epic, Kevin.
Yeah.
I gotta say, this is probably the best property you've found yet.
Yeah, this is it's never fully been explored. There's actually some scientists and archaeologists coming out here to explore a little bit. I think it runs a couple miles out down to the river. That's what some of the local Indians say. And also the ancient Indians used to mine in here. They would mine the chert or the flint out of here for spears and arrowheads and things of that nature. And there's all kinds of markings on the walls. On the other end of the cave, from the other entrance, there's it's got 80-foot ceilings. It's a cavern with 80-foot ceilings in there. These are about 30, 35.
Yeah, they're
in
way up
places.
there.
They go way high. And there's various rooms and passageways all throughout, and they kind of interconnect. And they haven't fully been mapped yet, but lots of interesting stuff. Plenty of room for storage. Nice, cool year-round. It's the house is just right up there at the top of the hill, so it's a great little place to evacuate if you've got a tornado bearing down on you or worse. If you need to go underground for a period of time, there's plenty of room for storage and lots of people up in this place. So
Now, I know Batman's cave. His part of the cave is just right back there with the Batmobile, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, this is good stuff. I mean, forbidden caverns, like a lot of people go to Gatlinburg and they make a big deal out of forbidden caverns, but I mean, like this right here is right up there with it.
Oh yeah, there's they're actually learning a lot of stuff, really neat history back here. They used to think that the local Indians way back when, they thought they would trade items they had around here with other Indian tribes, like out towards Arizona and stuff, for obsidian, because they would find obsidian tools around here, but there's never been any known deposits. And they just found a deposit in this cave, so they think this is a little bit of correction in history books, is obsidian was most likely mined in this cave along with the other flint and chert, as they called it, that they mined. So they would go in and just carve up the obsidian and chip it away and make it into spears and knives and things of that nature. So this cave actually is changing the history books a little bit with all the stuff and the secrets that it's revealing.
Nice.
Yeah, good stuff.
Well, guys, let's follow Kevin as we take a tour through this awesome thing.
Yep. All right, this is the way into the next chamber. Now we're going to start, once we get in here, we'll start seeing some markings from people from back in the Civil War area. They actually hung out in this cave too in the 1800s. And lots of good stuff. All right, as we enter the second cavern, up on the ceiling here to the side, you'll notice There's lots of people put their initials. There's HGM from 1890, 1888, 1850. So a lot of the locals would come in these caves and kind of mark their turf. So lots of interesting. There's even some pictures and some graphics drawn on the walls in some places. So lots of stuff, lots of exploring to be done for whoever purchases this property. This rust right here actually is rust. There's a high amount of iron ore in the rock here, and you can see various spots along the cave where it's just kind of it looks like it's oozing out actually. So there's a wide variety of mineral resources found in this cave alone. This is a nice little rock, and people like to put their signatures here. Something about Hitler, 1947. Little swastika there. I don't know what that's all about. There's some cave bones. Here's some more signatures and dates.
Now guys, as far as offset goes and putting things away where nobody's going to see them or find them, this property right here, look at this huge chasm they've got back through here. It is like perfectly level, and you can put all sorts of materials, and it keeps going on back through there. There's plenty of storage areas. I mean, nobody needs a bunker when you got this property. I mean, it's amazing how much there is, and you can map this out, and I promise you, as many openings as there is that Kevin's already took me through, it gives somebody a really hard time. They'd have to be a pretty gutsy person, number one, to come in here, and number two, to be pretty agile to even get through here. But this right here is a perfect storage area for any preps or anything that you wanted to hide out of sight and out of mind.
All right, yeah, we got another couple more rooms back here. There's a tunnel that goes off this way, and it opens up a pretty good bit back here as well. And it's all nice and flat and level too. A lot of these little side rooms and side caverns. There's plenty of drawings right up here, more initials and all carved into the rock.
You know, Kevin, this looks like a fire's been done in here. Like
yeah,
somebody's done a
little fire pit in there. You can see I think it's behind you, but there's a little bitty fire pit they dug into the ground.
Yeah, you can see the ash on the ceiling too.
Yeah.
There's definitely been people use this a many times.
Oh, absolutely. Again, one of the many tunnels that sprout off in all directions here. This one gets a little restricted right here for about 3 feet, and it opens up into another cavern. So, you know, it's there's just room after room after room of space in here to kind of hide out and store stuff. So it's got a lot of great possibilities. Oh, there you are. This is kind of neat too. This is like the bunk bed. Nice little king-size bunk bed type. It's up off the ground. Nice little ledge. Lots of neat areas in here.
Now guys, right here's one of the passageways that leads us back up to the surface. It's not really too bad constricted, but it's really neat that there's a path perfect through here. I mean, literally there's a walking path with no restriction hardly at all, so you can easily transit through this cave system, and it guides you right back to where that we were toward the front of the cave entrance.
Now here's a little window. It's kind of neat. You can pop your head through, and there's a chamber that parallels this one, and it branches out in a couple different directions. So you can really see some neat stuff, and it's accessible from further back in the cave. Yeah, there's all kinds of, you see animal skulls. They pulled a lot here of you know, ancient like cave bears and sloths and stuff like that. That's something smaller there, but.
And here comes daylight again.
Yeah. All right, well that pretty much wraps it up for this property. If you have any questions, would like to see more details or pictures of the inside, contact me at my website or any of my email addresses posted below.
Kevin, I just want to say this is probably one of the best properties you've showed yet. I mean, the cave was epic.
Oh, the cave is awesome. It just goes on, and it ate up a lot of our time today messing around in there. And but it's a pretty well-rounded property. You know, you're sitting high up on a hill, beautiful mountain views. You know, you got the pool. There's no restrictions on this property, so again, you can still homestead. You know, as much garden as you want, chicken house. You know, anything of that nature. So, in fact, there's a farm behind us, farm to the side of us, and I mean, you can even pretty much combine the two properties, this one and the one you're about to see, together in one property. You know, it'd be great for larger families or you know, with tight knit friends and stuff like that. And one buys this one, and the other one has the farmhouse. So, lots of potential. So, another great property in East Tennessee. All right, now this is the property line from the house on the hill with the cave. And we're transitioning over now to the farmhouse. So this is all acreage that comes with the farmhouse. And it goes all the way down to the tree line, way down there, and then over this way. And there's a pond over here down the downside of this hill that's spring-fed from the cave, actually. And you can see down on the farmhouse, they've got a huge parking lot for a driveway in that house. It's the white house with the white car out in front, and then the larger barn between that and the other barn is got 220 power going to it. There's a little office in there, and then this barn closest to us is basically right now it's basically they're raising ducks. All right, and over here, this is all pasture land here, and down to the side of the property there's a creek or a stream that runs along the side of it over here. So you've got the pond, spring. Both houses are on well water, and they have septic. So even though you're kind of in suburban Morristown, there's no restrictions, so you can do all these things as far as homesteading goes and preparedness goes. And here's a whole other field. It goes down to that far tree line, and then down to the creek over here, and all the way back up.
Guys, while Kevin's coming around to meet me on the other side of the farm, I went gallivanting off here, and I found the input where that you can look back into the spring where that it's coming out, and I believe that's the one that he spoke to me about that comes out from the cave. But anyway, that's coming out right there and dumping into the creek that runs right here along the property. So lots of options for water right there. You already have a creek, a spring, and now you've got a pond. Now, a huge benefit of this land is that you get the fencing on it already, and what I mean by that is it's not just fenced around the perimeter, it's cross fenced. And for those that are wanting to do farming right away, as soon as you set up shop with this property, it's already got the cross fencing in place as well, so that's a huge plus for homesteading right out of the box. You can also see right here, guys, that the land is already worked up right here, so you can have about a half-acre garden worked up really quickly because the land's already been tilled. It's been left to lay fallow there, but for the most part, with a little bit of effort, you can have a really good garden right there in the bottom. And it looks like the land is not boggy. Don't be deceived by that little bit of water in the corner. For the most part, that land is really good and got a watershed on it too, so that's a great feature as well. Okay guys, now just some technical notes real quick for developing this property should you purchase it. Number one is as far as constructing a tower, because you don't want to miss out on the opportunity of putting a wind turbine up there. The wind almost carried me and Kevin away today up there, and as if you can't hear it through the audio, I mean, we even got a mic cover and it's still blowing it away. There is restrictions that you have to check into in the counties around here lying around, so you can't construct a tower too high on the mast, but you really don't have to sweat that because you could put up about a 20 or 30 foot tower, a portable ground mount one, and you could get plenty of wind power up on that property. And not only that, for both of these properties, it's south facing, so the solar, you could put a ground mount solar unit on either that hillside or on the other property. So much opportunities for power here. And you don't want to miss out on that opportunity once you get this, because there's a 30% back on your taxes as well the first year that you would be ownership of this. Now here's an up close look at the barn that Kevin was talking about earlier. It's got plenty of area to park equipment in. It already has power to it as well, so you can use it for a workshop. It's very structurally sound. And it's also subsectioned off, so you could park equipment in one area and use the rest for a workshop area. And you can see the other structure up there, guys, that Kevin took us on a tour through earlier. And now we're going to go check out this barn.
All right, here's one of the other barns that comes with the property. It's got power to it, lights. They raise ducks in it now, but you can adapt it for whatever you care to do or care to raise. Yeah, you come right in off the road here for the farmhouse, and you've got just this huge driveway. It's essentially just a large parking lot. Great for you can add a basketball hoop at one end, and plenty of room for vehicles and equipment if need be. And this is a house. It's a farmhouse from 1897 when it was originally built, and they've remodeled it to about 85% done. They've got exterior-wise, they've got most of the paneling up, the vinyl siding up, but they've got that top floor to do yet. But it's 85% complete. And it's got a lot of great features. There's 2 fireplaces in there, a little bit of a basement. They added all kinds of insulation, new kitchen, ceiling fans, new floors, upgraded the bathrooms, all that stuff. So it's pretty much just a brand new old house. All right, just like the other house, we burn up most of our time in that cave filming in there, so we're not going to have a chance to get inside and film today. But I've got plenty of pictures on the website, so just visit me at the website. Information's posted below, or give me a phone call or email me. All right, well, both these properties, you can purchase them together or separately. We've got the one up on the hill here with a cave. It's listed for $425,000, and we have the farmhouse here that is listed for $289,000. Combined together, there'll be a total of about 18 acres. Farmhouse has got a little over 11 acres, and the house on the hill with the cave has around 7 acres. So lots of great features. Again, if you need to be close to the city, this is a great location because you're in suburban area, so you've got the high-speed internet, you've got all those functions you might need for work or working at home, or if you need to be close to medical facilities or whatever the case may be, or just for work purposes. You're close enough to the city, and it's Morristown, so it's a population of 23,000, so it's not like you're living next door to Chicago or Detroit or anything like that.
Way downscale.
But so you've got all those amenities, yet you're in suburbia, so it's you've got a little homestead going on out here in the burbs, but it's unrestricted land, so you can raise your chickens, raise your cattle. We've got farms all around us here, as well as some houses and subdivisions as well too, not too far away. So it's kind of the best of both worlds, for those of us that kind of can't break away and just go play out in the middle of nowhere. This is a little closer into the city, but it's a well-rounded fit.
It's a great place, and to have both of them will be epic because then you've got the caves tied together.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, if you're interested in these properties, check the listing below. Contact Kevin. And until we see you on another episode, I hope you have a most blessed day in Yahushua's name.